Welcome back. All right, checking the sound. Let's see if the sound is working. Welcome back. All right, checking the sound. Let's see if the sound is working. Sounds like the sound's working, and my hair is not. So today, wow, okay, interesting. Today we are continuing to learn Obsidian for the purposes of better note taking for the next D&D campaign. So I am I'm working on a new D&D campaign, and I have not done any writing yet, but there's some preliminary work that I'd like to get started on before I begin even writing, and that is to learn a better note-taking method. I have started with learning. I used to have my note-taking for D&D spread out across three different applications, and that was Google Drive just to send things to my players. Honestly, even D&D Beyond have four different applications. Um, D&D Beyond to look up the effects of how things work, and um, I would use Evernote for just the simple note taking and having a notepad ready on my computer or something. And that would just be for any notes that are jotted down, as well as creating my encounter outline for a session. And then I'd also use Canva, and that would be like my art centric thing where I could create presentations and then I could show the presentations to make better visuals for the players and whatnot. Overall, it sucked. I mean, I'm still playing that campaign. We have two sessions left, one big combat, and then also a an epilogue kind of session to do. And we're wrapping up a 3 year campaign, and I'm already thinking of the next campaign because this campaign is, I mean, in my mind, the campaign is done. So I'm just kind of playing it out with the players. Um, no more preparation needs to be done necessarily. Um, and the difficulties of using four different applications, it wouldn't normally be like a big issue because some people work like that in any work environment. This is a hobby, and I want to make sure that this hobby is like very easy to pick up and put down every single time I come to it. And that goes for writing and that goes for playing. Um, this whole channel is all about figuring out how I'm going to um, build this campaign from the ground up. And this is new. This is like literally everything that a campaign can involve, and I want to document the entire process. So right now, I'm just learning how to use the application that will make it easier for me. The way that I've actually done some research in between this stream and the last stream is that there's there's a lot to learn with Obsidian. Obsidian has a lot of qualities, a lot of different plugins that you can use, and to be honest, like there's jargon that people are saying, and I just don't know what it means. These forums on Reddit, this YouTuber that I'm even watching to follow his stuff, it's like not super direct. He's just keeps showing you what you can do, and then it's like, yeah, just use this plugin. I'm like, how do I use plugins? So, um, but when it comes to the whole campaign, like I want to record learning this new note-taking process. I want to record making the miniatures and terrain. I want to record making the D&D setup room, like because we're planning to record these sessions, and I'm gonna buy GoPros. I'm gonna have a dedicated computer for it. Like I want to document every step of the process that it is to make a D&D campaign. Um, of course, I'm going above and beyond. This is my hobby. This is what my free time can go to. Not everybody has the money. I mean, to be honest, I don't really have the extra income, but I have a lot of equipment that I already have to draw from. But across making terrain, working with the individual players to make their characters, and world building. I plan to use the traditional, Faerun world, and I actually plan to use the new resources that they've been making, not the Ravenloft book, but the Heroes of Faerun and Adventures in Faerun. Because really, what they did with those books is give you more structure to the world and not necessarily an individual campaign. And in my mind, I'm like, cool, you just gave me a sandbox and I can make my own campaign in the world that is custom to my players and my story. So it's like I like that because we just finished playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist, a modification of that where we ended up going through all of the villains that were at that were all presented. Waterdeep Dragon Heist has like four different villains, and you could choose one of them for the campaign. But I decided that we'll elongate to, instead of going to level 5, you go to level 10. And there's a way to experience all of them. And then I added some, obviously, had to add my own twists and characters to it that even made it even more interesting. Um, so there's a lot that goes into making a campaign. This is my first time. Um, this is like the beginning. This is the ground level, and purely, it's just learning how to use a program right now. I'm not sure the next step of the process, but I'm hoping that with my list right now that I'm looking at, I have like 2 hours that I could stream for. The list that I'm looking at right now, I could get through most of my learning, and hopefully I can get to working on customizing the Obsidian vault to my liking. When it comes to these streams, it's like this is just me showing the whole process. This is me like not wanting to leave anything to myself, and I want to record everything. I want everything to be out in the public. Because I don't think anybody has done a Dungeons and Dragons campaign from the ground up on YouTube, as raw as this. But I will have YouTube videos that are interspersed. Um, YouTube videos that kind of, when I've completed a certain section of the campaign building process, like I will come out with a video, hopefully weekly, maybe even monthly. Um, that is a more condensed understanding of what steps I've taken to produce this campaign is, and then I can make shorts from it. So I plan to do all the type of YouTube content. So this is this is just me recording the whole process. Um, okay. Let me see. Where do I start? I do this. I do that. That's cool. I'm also learning how to stream at the same time, which is pretty interesting. I'm pretty new. Also, I'm munching on almonds. That's my snack of choice. Hmm. Okay. I think we're good to get started. It's time. It's time for me to switch the scene. A raw Google search bar, which is not actually where we're starting. Oh, there's my screen. We are starting with Obsidian in the vault. There's nothing on here that's sketchy. Not that I've done many sketchy things with my computer. These are old projects that I've been doing for other people. There we go. Obsidian. Loading all the plugins. Okay, that is where I was at before. Okay, every time I come in, I need to check for updates. And then I need to go to, that's just for the application itself. Then I need to go to core plugins, or no, I need to go to plugins. Excuse me, and update those as well. Check for updates, should have a few. Okay, update all of them. I have 2 up. Coolio. Dude, I still don't even know how this thing works. And the reason that I don't know how it works is because I just jumped into it and I downloaded the things that I was told to download. Instead of actually like taking it step by step, which is the way that they recommended. So what I did is I made a separate vault. And this is a vault that I'm going to use to actually just learn the program and the basics. Like, so my first thing is I'm going to go to this link, which is the link that they recommend to just learn the basics of the program itself. So I installed it. I have created a vault. And I have not created a folder yet. This is going to be fun. I'm going to put this on this side so I can always see it. And I'm going to get rid of the graph view and just have this. So, what is this? Because I pasted PNGs in, it created new notes for them. Is that so it can reference it? So I can't even hide these, can I? Let's see, if I were to... No, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, I need to make a folder. All right, new folder. I'm going to title this folder test. And now I have a folder. Maybe I want to put my, I'm going to leave everything out of it. All right, I made a folder. That's what it wanted me to do. I did it. Create note. That is what this is. Untitled. Wow. Testing note. I also need to play some typing games so I can get better. This is a note that I am using to become familiar with this. So far, so good. Good does not need to be capitalized. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that into the folder. So it indents it very slightly. It's useful. Okay. I have these other ones. I'm gonna make another folder. Everything else. And oh, does it do it alphabetically? Collapse all, auto reveal current file, change sorting order. I'm not gonna like that. So that's why the other one has it as a 00111122, because that's the only way to get it in that order. That's a pain, but I think I understand why it needs to be that way. Because these are just files put into your computer. So it's possible that there's only certain criteria you can read from that file to format where it goes in this application. So I'm not mad. So for everything else, I'm going to take all of these. I'm going to move them in there. Now, I'm going to do the next step. Link between notes. My favorite video game. You can link between notes in many ways. You can put the note name. It'll automatically give brackets. Let's link to the embed example. You can... Oh no. It's almonds. I chip them off and eat little bits at a time. I realize they'd get stuck in my tonsils. Oh. Okay. Drag notes into your note to create the link. Oh, really? That's interesting. Gosh dang it. Personally, I have the various complements plugin installed, which auto suggests links as I type. Okay, so if I were to just type in pasted image, if I were just to type in welcome, oh my gosh, welcome, it does not automatically reference it. So, I can take the note and I can bring it in. That will do it. Okay. If I were to drag the pasted image in here, let's enter. Got it. Okay. The other issue that I have with this application is also there's a reading mode and a writing mode, so you need to have those toggled. So right now I can't interact with it. This, now I can. Like, that's okay. If I wanted to, I can create my own brackets. Oh. Okay. No match is found. So even if I misspell it, on its own, the Obsidian application will have a difficult time. It won't have a difficult time. It just won't show you. I've noticed with the other plugin, you don't have to have oh, that just doesn't link to anything. Oh, that's interesting. So if I make it a hyperlink and then I click on it, it just automatically makes it that. Makes that a note. That's useful. That's really useful. Because I can imagine that I want to make a character and it's like I can't be bothered in this moment to actually make a full-fledged like character profile. So I'll go ahead and hyperlink it on its own by creating two brackets. And then I could type in car Hector. And now when I click it, it turns him into his own note. That is really cool. And if I delete it, what does that do to the original? It's still, okay? Okay, because it needs somewhere to go. This is interesting. I love this. I love this so far. Let's see. I do need to just naturally link, so welcome. Oh my gosh, welcome. If I just press enter, it'll assume that's it. It links to it. I can click it. Okay. What if I were to change it? That is going to be interesting. What if I change this because this is going to be Guide. Do you want to update internal links that link to this file? This will affect one link in one file. Interesting. Let me attempt this. Okay. Okay, so now it takes it back. Interesting. Okay, so now I'm going to change it one more time. Guide. I'm going to say always update. I'm scared if I click that, it's never going to give me this prompt again. And I would love for this to notify me in case I'm like massively screwing something up. Just once. Now that it's updated, it changes the words. Got it. Wow. Okay. We're only 5 steps into this. This is cool. This is cool so far. We made a correct link. We made a link. I'm going to open this. Oh, it's giving me the option to create a link, so I can just make a note by clicking here, huh? Interesting. Ooh, I wonder if I were to make another welcome. Okay, so it's like very lightly highlighted. It's shows that it's hyperlinked, but so if I were to go to the graph view, it says it's grayed out there too, so that's cool. This is like this is pretty simplistic, but super advanced at the same time. All right, what am I learning next? Link aliases. You can link to a note, but display different text in the link. Oh, okay. I'm gonna make a note here. Put it up there. I'm gonna name it to what instances would I be using this? I would be, if I wanted to name something, but I couldn't keep it. Actually, so let's say that I gave a bag of holding. I made a bag of holding, and then rules for bag of holding. Then this testing note, I put these two, bag of holding, but I didn't want it to have that name. What will I have to do? But let's call it something else. I will. Do I just do it again? I'm gonna do this car Hector's bag. Nope, didn't do it. It just made it as two separate ones. Got it. Interesting. How do I make this? I like how it gives me just like, oh, a quick. Um, Let me think. Let me think. Oh my goodness, my family. If I Is this a plugin right now? Oh, there's a plugin that you don't have to press the brackets. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. Bag of holding. Luckily, capitalizations don't matter. What is that button? Just a bar. How do I make a bar? There it is. Shift. There we go. Display text. There we go. Car Hector's bag. So the name, so I could say like, oh, this is so and so's bag. What are the effects that his bag actually have? And it's a bag of holding. Good, good, good. Example of aliases. This is when you want to display a name different from the link note name. Cool. And then this is just link note. Cool. Now I know how to do that. If I were to... There's another issue here that I could see. If I make another note that's called bag of holding, do you want to update internal links that link to this? Just once. That means that instead of taking it to... Oh. It's still taking me to that one. I don't know what's going on. It said it would update it. It's not updating it. This is a flaw. This is bag of holding. So it just won't let me. I don't understand. Oh, is it because they're in the same area? So if I were to put this into this vault, it automatically changes it to 1. Interesting. 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 Okay. This is how I act by myself. I'm scared. Okay, let's move to the next lesson. Link to headings. You can link to parts of a note by typing hashtag at the end of the note name and select the heading name. Oh, snap. That's interesting. Bag of salt. And how do I create a heading? Just gonna go all the way down here. Go right here. I'm gonna say, people who live in the bag of holding. Are Hector. Daredevil, because I was watching that. And PewDiePie. I want to turn this into a heading. Called Yeah, I don't know how to make a heading. How do I make a heading? How to make a heading in Obsidian. Oh, don't like that. To make a heading in Obsidian, type 1 to 6 hashtags, followed by a space at the beginning of the line. If I were to just do a hashtag and put a space, there we go. And then if I turn off that, okay, got it. And it doesn't matter how far these things are. Items in bag. Toothbrush. Bugs. Oh, maybe bugs in bag of holding. Oh, it's a hierarchy. Does it have to be when I type it? Oh, or is it just visibly smaller? I think it's just visibly smaller. Got it, got it, got it. So the smaller the number of hash tags determines the I don't know, rolling up capabilities. What do you call that? Um, collapsing capabilities. A one hash tag can collapse all other levels. 6 hashtags can only take collapse other level 6 hashtags. Actually, I assume that's the case. Let me see. Rolling. Okay. Only text. Got it. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. I'm trying to make a bunch of these so I can hyperlink to them. Bunnies. Hashtag. Quills. Peter. Howdy. Let's hyperlink to howdy now. Oh my gosh, no, I gotta put a bunch of text in there. Uh, 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 uh. Wow, and it just puts them next to each other. That's a little, that pisses me off a little bit, but that's fine. Okay. So it groups them at least. That's okay. It's like it leaves some space. Cool. It's all under the bag of holding. What's going on here? There we go. Oh, there's a search bar. Now I wonder, if I close the search bar, how do I get it back? You know, I deleted it and I can't get it back now. How to get... How to get... Search tab back in Obsidian. Hmm. Okay. Got it. Okay. Now I'm going back to this. Hyperlinking heading. So I want to hyperlink. So I'm going to link bag of holding. Why is it not? What's going on? What is going on? What? Why do I need to put two? That is not what it took before. Get rid of that. There we go. Bag of holding. What is going on here? Bag of holding. Bag of holding. It's saying it doesn't exist? I don't understand. Is it because of that other thing that I did? The whole graph thing? No, because it should be, what did I do? Shift thing? Is that what it is? Was I always having to just press it twice? Was I always? Hold on. Let me see how they do it. Okay, it looks like you. I. I guess I have been pressing it twice. I didn't realize. Okay. Um. Okay. Thanks to headings. All right. The end of the note name and select the heading. Press hashtag. And then I'm just going to put howdy. Ooh. And that takes it and it highlights it. Ooh, nice. Okay. Now, I'm going to say, I don't want it to say hashtag howdy or hashtag heading one. What? If you put an exclamation mark before it? Oh, that's amazing. Oh, in order to link a note, you would have to add two brackets at the beginning. This is gonna take a long time to get used to because like I'm not used to typing that way. And I've sadly like I've been working with this what is this, 65 or 70% keyboard for the longest time. I've just recently got a full keyboard. I think this is full. Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh. Eons different. I had to press the FN in order to use WASD as my arrow keys. Like it didn't have arrow keys. It was crazy. Okay. After adding the brackets, you can type the name and then type the hashtag symbol. It will give suggestions of the different headers that were made in that note. Further, if you want what was in that specific header to be visible, this note, add an exclamation point to before the brackets. Okay, and then this is an example of, sorry. Writing this out, so exclamation mark. Bag of holding. Oh, so it just brings the whole node in. But if I want just hashtag howdy, I can do that. Or I could do that, I'm gonna do exclamation mark. Now here's the real tester. Because one of these things in the bag of holding is a vegan. You could just grab everything. So items in bag of holding. So if I were to put items in bag of holding, would it just be these three things, or is it going to grab all of it? That is what I'm testing next. Hashtag bag of holding. I'm going to put hashtag. Oh, it gives the list of the hashtag level. So I'm going to do 2. It does. It does bring all of them. So I can collapse it, luckily. Now, what if I leave the note? If I leave the note and then come back? Heck, what if I even just leave, open up the vault again? It's as if nothing was changed. Okay. Now, what if I added? Can I manipulate stuff in here? No, I'd have to go back. I'd have to go to that. I'd have to test another thing. I'm going to do hashtag. Sorry, hashtag. That's level 1. um, lint in lots. So if I'm correct, it's not going to show it's not going to show anything beyond that one. Instead, it's going to do items in bag of holding. Yeah, it's not going to go further than that. Okay. Okay. When having headers show up in other notes, it will only show the other headers underneath that are lesser hashtag sizes, not hashtag headers that are not of the same size or less. Okay. Or bigger, sorry. Oh, same size or lots. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Bold, not. Really? It shows you what the commands are for that. Okay. All right. I think we got hyperlinks under the way, and we got hashtag links with that even more too. So, cool, cool, cool. Is there anything else? We added hashtags. Pull the fire one. Let's see, is there anything else in here? The ability to hover over and it shows the link in a small bubble. That's a plugin. Yeah, it's a plugin. All right, got some text messages I got to respond to. Send a flyer. Cool, cool, cool. All right, that is. I have like an hour left, so it looks like I'm only going to be learning the basics today and not anything else. Guys, I'm understanding so much more now with other writing software programs because I've seen the H's before, not knowing what the H's mean, thinking header. No, it still means header. But I'm thinking about like times where I've tried to transport information from one text document to another, from like Google into Evernote or Evernote into some other one, and or Canva. Like there's a lot in the programming of how you've modified it with the bold text or italicized or underlining that gets translated to the other one because it's put the information into that text. That's pretty interesting. Like, I don't want to open up my other softwares. But, anyways, we move forward. I know how to bold text. I know how to italicize. I'm not even going to do that with my eyes closed. Underline text. And highlight text, yeah. Can I make this a header? Hmm. Go back. Oh, it shows less now. Interesting, interesting. Highlighted. How do I highlight actually? Okay. 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 We're in the last stretch of this. I hate sitting. I hate sitting for long periods. All right, we're going to insert an image. How to add images. Adding images. It keeps doing that. I don't know what that's about. Adding images is easy. You can literally just copy and paste them into notes. When you paste an image in, the note will be updated with some text that looks like this. It's just the name of the file wrapped in square brackets. Note that there is a exclamation mark in front of the leading square bracket. The exclamation tells the tool to render the image as a picture instead of just showing the link. And it will just display a link to the image. You can also resize images To do that, you need to add a pipe to the end of the image name and set the size. When you paste an image in your vault, a copy of that image is copied into your vault. Unlike tools like Microsoft where the image is stored inside the document, Obsidian places a copy of the actual file in your vault. This can get messy pretty quick, and the easiest way to maintain order is to right-click on a folder and click Select as Attachment Folder. On folder and click Select as Attachment Folder. Right-click on a folder, select as Attachment Folder. Any new images or files will be added straight to the folder moving forward. I like to create a folder titled Z_attachments. The Z is just to ensure the folder sorts to the very bottom of my folder list. Out of mind, out of sight. So that is why we have this other vault and there's other things. So what Z templates? Oh gosh. Realm design form. Assets. Oh man. They're just GIFs, PNGs. These are all just things used in others. That's so funny. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So let's add an image. Let's look for I like Spider-Man right now. I was just trying to get an image of Spider-Man. A New Day poster. I like this one. Copy image. This is going to be linking photos. Put picture assets. Simply slide the picture into the note and it will show up. But the picture will be will create a now if you want to resize, just add the bar and type in the number and the image will shrink by the percentage, I think. I assume. So I'm going to attempt just to slide this over. Okay, that worked. And that's the full size image, I suppose, or at least condensed to be within the parameters of this folder. If I were to make this bigger, no? Yeah, it's fine. Ooh, ah. Now, I'm going to do it again. Instead, I'm just going to copy. It's the same thing. I dragged it over. It's fine. Paste image. I'm going to add the bar. I'm going to do 150. Oh, will be the pixel density. Got it, got it. 150. Right, so what's the maximum I could do? Oops. Oops. So there is a limit. Expand this note size because this is pretty. Okay. Can export to PDF. That's crazy. Um, okay. Next is now every time you import a photo or asset, it is only hyperlinking to those pictures and adding a exclamation point before so that it displays the image. I'm curious if I were to go to this image. Oh, yeah, I can't. It won't let me. It won't let me type it. I was thinking it might be able to. So this is a, oh, because it gives the PNG and the, so the program knows what file it's reading when it's added. Got it. Got it. Exclamation point before so that it displays the image. Files. The numbers after give the modifications. But the image is automatically created as a new note in the whole vault. So to avoid having a bunch of image notes appearing all over the vault, a dedicated folder needs to be made and modified to automate the location. Designated location. make sense, but I'm doing it. Oh, thank you so much for having a good autocorrect feature here. Okay, so how I do that is by, what did this say? Right click on a folder and click select as attachment folder. Any new images or files will be added straight to this folder moving forward. I'd like to create a folder titled Z Attachments. The Z is just to ensure that the very bottom of my folder list out of mind, out of sight. Okay, so I'm going to do new folder. And I'm going to make it say Z. I'm just going to call it Z. Z, Z, Z. Z, Z, Z. Okay, there's nothing in that folder. Right click it. What did it say to do? Sorry. Any new images or select as attachment folder. Okay, so it's not giving me that option. Okay. Right click on a folder and click select attachment folder. Any new images or files will be added straight to this folder moving forward. Okay, to add an image, simply copy and paste it into the note. Images by default get copied into the location within the note where they are placed, not in the note, but as a file in the folder. Images are displayed in notes by linking to them like this. If you remove the exclamation mark like this, then it will only display the link. Tip: the second window plugin is handy as it lets you right click on an image and open a new window. Handy for displaying images on second window if you're showing players that image. That is really handy. I like being able to open a new window and then be able to just slide over the image to the second monitor that I can show the players. So I can open the picture and slide it over to show my players as a new window. I can imagine using that functionality like a lot. Okay. By default, the image just goes where you put. Sorry. Okay, I skipped a few things. And if I didn't want it to show up like this, I can merely take away the exclamation mark. Instead, the image is now just right there. I can click it and it will take me to it, or I can open a new window, slide it over. I could even have a side-by-side of like, oh, this is the player one and then my own to look at, and we can be looking at like them simultaneously. Oh, so good. Okay, what else am I looking at doing? You can set a default folder where images are stored, settings, files, and links, attach folder path, type note name. Can resize an image, yeah. You can set the default folder where images are stored. Going to settings, files and links, attachment folder path. There we go. Something changed? I don't understand. Default location for new. For new attachments. Got it. But there is no. So from here on out, I'm actually going to delete, 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 delete. Oh man, they couldn't be found. Where are you, photos? Why can't I find you? Okay, pasted image here. Typing in. I'm just gonna do like 20. That's so funny. That's so cute. Paste another one. Make it. Oh. I just thought of something I could do. I could change the name of it too. I could say Spider and brand new day poster. Poster. Oh, that's great. Last one. There we go. All right. And now they all just show up there. Great. This is a lot. This is a lot. And I'm okay with it. Has anybody popped onto this stream at all? No. Nobody has. But the stream health is excellent, and that's great. Great. I hope, like, I'm definitely just going to make a YouTube series on, like, how I learned how to use this and the most important things. Like, if you're going to do it, like, here's the link, do this. Here's a link, do this. Here's a link, do that. Like, my guide on how to use someone else's guide is definitely, like, a video. I'm gonna write that video idea right now. Okay. All right. That's how to do images. Okay, let me just make sure I've read all of this. You can resize. By default, images just go where you put them and take up that space. Just go where you put them and take up that space. It is possible to align images left, right, and center and justify the text around those images. Okay. The ITS theme supports this like this. Oh, okay. Okay. Sure. Oh, I guess it's already on the left. It's an idiot. Right LP. How do I know if it's on the right? Right LP 200. Okay, not doing it. I don't understand. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Man, I'm getting so tired. Oops. Oops. Oh my gosh. Okay. Embed notes. You can embed notes in your notes. Simply create a link to a different note. You can drag it in and put a exclamation at the start of the link. And it, yeah, okay. I knew that. That was called embedding notes. I didn't realize. Sorry. It was just, oh, you could embed the highlight as well, I guess. Cool, cool, cool. Insert callout box. You can add callout boxes to your notes. Right click, insert callout box. You can right click a rendered callout box title to change the type of callout box. Got it. Okay. You can fold callout boxes only by adding plus or negative after the callout type identifier. All right. Now we're doing callout boxes. Chud. Okay, so I simply write insert callout note title. Rules or falling asleep. This is rule 1. You need to not have looked at an electronic for over an no less than 1 hour before. Ah! What'd I do? Before bed. I pressed F11. Oh, rules for falling asleep. That's neat. Okay. Now if I right click it, call out type to quote. Oh, This is great. This is great. Right click and select insert, and then go to call out. It will automatically will be highlighted and even have a symbol attached to it. You can change the title and the content. Ooh, can I put pictures in? Can I put a picture in here? 2. Watch Spider-Man before bed. And I'm going to insert pasted image. I'm going to make it small. I'm going to make it small. Small. I'm going to make it 60. I guess you can't. I guess you can't put pictures in a small call-out box. But I should be able to. You can hyperlink in a call-out box, but it will not display images. But you can have that one plugin that shows what shows images and notes while over the boxes. Okay. All right, I gotta get farther in this. Oh, also you can change the call out box symbol and color by right clicking and selecting the call out. Coolio. All right, that is call out boxes. Oh, I can also make them. Lastly, you can make them collapsible by adding a plus or minus at the to the note identifier, I guess. Like this. Neato. Add table. Oh my gosh. . All right. You can add a table by right-clicking Insert Table. Cool. Um, Note this only works in live preview mode. Okay, so I guess I am. Column 1, column 2. I'm gonna add one. Please let me add one. Column 3. Right. Right click. The reason that I like am writing everything down, like the rules and how it works, is not because I'm going to reference it, but just me writing it myself shows that I've learned how to do it and in my own way. So, right click and click insert and then table. You can navigate through column through it by through with arrow keys. Yes. Okay. Cool. So I could go right, or you can click tab and then value 50 or 20. How do I go? I don't want to make a new one. I just want to be able to add text underneath. Oh. Okay. Add lists. Same as last. Right click, click insert. I'm gonna say, right. Okay. How many do I really want to? I'll just do the hashtag. Um, there's got to be a yeah, right? Is that not a Okay, sorry, I got really quiet because I'm like, oh, I really focused on all this. So I'm guessing one of the plugins makes it so that whenever you create a header, it creates this little line under it. Cool, cool deal. I think there is a plugin that makes the cool line, yellowish line under the headers. All right. Add properties. Oh gosh. Why does this sound this sounds complicated. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm guessing. Oh, I don't know. This is adding properties to the entirety of the note. This is okay. I'm just gonna put dash 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 dash. I don't know what you're doing. What the heck is this? I'm gonna make a new note for this. Add to the very first line. At least know how to add them. Well, good. This live. I don't understand the live aspect of this. Right click a property in live preview mode to change the type of property. Do other things have properties? DM. Okay, it shows what the property is. Okay. Wow, reading D&D rules in the midst of all this. Oh. Alrighty. Just about there. I know how to add properties now. All good. Last thing, adding tags. Yep, I know how to simply put a hashtag in front of something. In front of a word with no spaces. Does it automatically put them in the top? No. But I can add a property to this, huh?
Does it not automatically? Add tags in the property section or just anywhere within your note. I have to manually add tags, huh? And add them anywhere in the note or add it as a property to the notes. Okay, that is everything. I'm going to do the let's go ahead and do this. Oh, there we go. That's how you do it. Is that what it was? Sorry. Oh, man. Who am I saying sorry to? It's only myself. Oh, there's a space. There's a space. Do I have to click enter? I wish I could just manually put it in, but that's fine. I'm just going to put it. Paragraph, text list. Done. Oh, and it crosses it out too. Next is more. Oh, sorry. More useful links. Only for hyperlinking, not for actually linking to other stuff. So I would just keep it as that. All right, looks like I have a lot to learn. um, I have more getting started. Complete guide. All right, looks like I've learned everything today, but it looks like because of my process of learning what I have learned today, I'm realizing there's a lot more to learn about this application. If I've taken today's lessons to heart, is very basics, and I'm a very curious person, so if I wanted to test more than whatever the each step was really teaching me how to do. So, and it's because through that testing, I would think I was able to grasp it a lot more. Um, if I were to guess, getting through just the regular, like getting started, um, lessons, it probably took me, well, it took me 2 hours, obviously, but it would take me, it would take an average person maybe an hour to just get through that. That's just the getting started. And right now, I've just learned that there's about 5 other things that I need to learn. So, um, I don't love how this website is formatted. So, this is just really difficult to navigate on its own. Like I'm almost ignoring all of this for the very beginning. And it's like also like, oh, let's go to plugin tutorials, but plugin tutorials don't really explain what plugins are. You have to go to the very bottom of the getting started, click the more useful links, and install your first plugin and theme, and watch that video. So it's like, okay, cool. Well, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. And I do know that like the whole idea of doing this is to cause less friction when like you the thing that makes something difficult to use is the difficulty it is to pull it out and actually use it, as well as the interface. If you're not gelling with the interface, then you're gonna have a difficult time and you're probably not gonna use it because there's so much resistance pushing you from using whatever resource that is.
So learning, like I work with Adobe Premiere, the editing software, and I've worked with it for so long that I'm just so used to it that if I were to switch to like a cheaper, like free alternative, it would take me so long to learn how to use the new program. And I'm just not willing to take that time. I just don't want to like it's so much effort and time and just brain power that I'm just not willing to use. But for some reason I'm able to use it on learning this new application. But it's like maybe the other application is better to use. It still just needs to take some time to learn. The idea is that Obsidian can do all of the things that I want it to do. It's just a matter of learning how to do that and practicing doing it so that when the time comes that I need to use those skills when writing the next campaign or running sessions, I know how to use everything. And there's almost no friction. Like I don't have to open up a different application. Like that's the only reason why I use multiple applications because those applications do what they do so well. This one can do all of them. Hopefully so. Yeah, I think that's it. Seems like I'm going to do maybe another 2 weeks of streams just learning how to use this, which is pretty intimidating, but at the same time, I'm pretty committed to doing this. I want to go through with this YouTube idea, and I think that um, this will be beneficial for me, but I'm now seeing the value of like teaching somebody else online how to do this. Not how to use the program, but just like how to use the guide properly. Because man, I hate that guide so much. It does not seem intuitive in the website. Like you're already using a confusing format that people aren't used to, which is Obsidian, to display your guide, and it's not succinct. So, anyways, I digress. Um, hopefully I have some material in here that I can use for my own YouTube videos. So we'll see. And I will be streaming hopefully this weekend some more work on this project. Maybe Saturday. I'm hoping Saturday. All right. Peace.